Mampenny baye. Minia, so be never born in some economy na mensa my inheritance no. Through the main people for Jania. What is a credit in 100? Oh, but say I see the state of the nation. In the state, if say Mujani so waka. The state Mujani so waka. What should the normal penny present here? To be honest with you, Parker, most of the things are far from the truth. Oh, really? So we share the true state. The state of affairs today is, and then within 2 months, Ghana for the Ashio Monuma. Obi we school be 10 years. Honor the breadwinner of Nifi. Or hustle no didi. Nebusiani na so benye dwuma ye. Ene onye adwuma no. Aban ba ye. Adwuma na free nsa. We are talking close to over 20,000. Yeah. Me no kasai. Nipa bi pese ye court near vindicate self on the rights. Until the true state of the nation say you're presenting here as Atenra. It is more negative than Akufo-Addo left it. Akufo-Addo kona yeso kania, na kania siso. And you and I know the situation. Unless Akufo-Addo da home bata amambo no ho. It's not the case. Minia say o share nkomodia ekoso for free education. And there's yate economic forum right. We discuss educational forum. But bibia kire say baby aban person wo kone say yen niema bia aban bok woka in free education. It bibi te say awofo no monto maduane. Awofo no monto books. Muntia exams fees and so on. Anya den say awofo no ni purchasing power betumi. Say no nkoye nyina so ma obi nkotena fie. Because na awofo na nya sika ma na nkwa. That is the fear. I see. Because in the past Sikanti no be batifie. Na ye barrier. Na ye barrier. And I hear say, ma enkoba se ohia na sikanti obi bantra fie. One on ne bantra fie na one na banko. It is a woka se uyi bi afruma. Then of course, ye hwe se enko ya consider. Me my fear ne say, ye decide say I will come back to square one. It's an no. As a buy, who feel say who spending so much on your budget on free education. Ubepe akwanya hodwa ubekoso enye sika de aboa. You look for sustainable alternative areas to step up your revenue to finance a policy to finance it. I mean, under no circumstance in our day and age should money sika be barrier. Enti minimum assessment to my year. But yanya careful ya de kukwasa sa o yenko then you dilute to the amount 40. Do you foresee saying even the mama so on cancer researchers, but the end result will be that a booming to me that is what you are foreseeing. Unless on you mean they say and to household D and ra. And no one did yet to find next it's a reality. Yeah, MPC, the Pessoa Ghana for nobody kita. That is the reality. On the good intent with you, crowd, Timmy Pegane, not the ordinary school. I see. That is the reality. It's for you, near Jomama, but can't watch him and clearly no. Obedintro. Never know, Dudwana, ya they are very challengeable. They're very challengeable. Right. So, share, for example, what's the person who introduce you electric Abuboya. Yes. Anapragia. Yeah. But I say motorcycle. Yeah, Kanya way. You Kanya. You want Kanya. But they are working on Kanya. Or sign can say first week of March, which is this week. One best solve problem. Yeah, two different things. Now no, Metese Minister Bakoka say Kanya do be any on MP before Neka. But Ghana for our more share and comedy. So what to now Kanya Jinaso and Inaswa? You should know it. I know I made that soon. But only some your pagan exercise. And it's a man can any do no. Pagan exercise. Some more proper and tubes so now gas and film, no more proper. It's a new thing on shutting down. For the Brazil man's idea. The man's idea. Someone was somewhere, you know, my mind and mind in October. I know someone mind. I say that is the excuse for Kanya. That is what they are saying. But I saw my now so what that. Wunjindi. You see, sir, Usha Nora state of the nation. Me at a point, me feel say I feel a year throw a second version of NDC manifesto. Sabi, Mampania, your campaign, o can say, o call listening tour.
Right.
Tukutiti, the Ghana for Beka, and I will see a jina. Say, win, and pesa me. The obey the yet no campaign at tia. Se yetini na. Etinka na buy me ye. But as I say, I feel no boy and Kaya said the minya me ni. Look, company was 3 years, 10 months.
Right, true.
No,
yeah, that's true.
Even that, ubeti me last year na day. Every because that's a campaign period. And technically we be 2 years, 10 months. I don't come you.
I see.
2 years, 10 months, more or less.
You think going to be fulfilling the campaign?
Oh, that
in some local going to be fulfilling.
What gives you the slightest of hope? Say resetting baby.
Resetting for baby.
We are resetting for people to lose their jobs. Me, I want to speak to you in practical terms.
Yeah, me too.
Resetting, you're resetting. Nipa bi show meduma. Resetting, you're resetting. A car na be ye free. Umusioma e ma hofo high mo nipa school. And then side aba. In whatever shape or form. That is the end result. Resetting and then allowance na minimum nursing training. And ye free. Whatever benefit they had, they are back to square one. Umanu muko teaching. Even BCE for a year now by for more exams and a year for. So your practical disadvantage man for a firm under the reset.
So reset is taking the country back.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I see.
We are resetting the negative.
We are resetting in the negative.
Well, look at the indices.
I see.
You should be able to tell, say clearly, there is a challenge.
There is a challenge.
But we live to see.
I remember specifics because why a minister or local government na ministry. John Mama can be about. And here's the campaign promise. Assemblyman of you have been there before. Very feasible, Anna.
You see, assembly members make you moka and you're feasible and you're sustainable. The entire assembly member, they are the dramatic throne is obey deep decentralization. Community are dano obdo mo be bank decision making. It's an asset say ono be din kita ho okohia omo meeting omo discuss waje omo adwene na de aban ye bia no assembly level de aba aban gina so kopem wa de assembly members say yama moto tine me no kasa aban we ebeton assembly members bia ye to ba yimu a in the cycle of your term aban ma moto
into mama assembly members na
afi na ye ba ye fa ye start procurement na yan so na
okay.
Assembly members be amunya sadia. And your first step you dey alleviate more challenges in terms of movement and so on. Meanwhile, say Osha over 80% of assembly members a local level no salaried government workers.
Only a salaried government workers. How?
Teacher ni. Now, any of the various public sector duties.
80%, right?
Where will be a assembly member? Na aban neka. Na usakofa aban sika. There are legal implications. But people that they hear me say, Adaina unit committee na share assembly man banasi no. Yen share say holistically. Sa structure no ye be resource. No manya academium de be adwuma. Who person would decentralize now would deepen the effects of decentralization. Na etumi ma amamwo no locally no etintim. So I could single out one person. Minim the quantum was scared de be no. Say ye bosome, te bosome mienu, say ye quarterly, I don't know. So mbe friend no salary and allowance. Na ye mo ye bra kra cheze, obi allowance a otwia ho bibi.
Yeah.
It's one careful. Now the no job bicycle. Who could train him na? There were implications for it. I was said, I deal with your dream. Well, there has to be a better and sustainable way. Mean the way no, I buy a chabako, yeniska, naka. Meanwhile, you look for a more holistic and practical, sustainable way. Ubichima yana wama omanya moa on the bayejuma. I thought you know. Mampany ka drip. District road improvement. Paka, akufa da ban tenase ho se. Ye Ghana ha. Akwenside kese aye wo how kese wo ya kwan wo yenku nkuma mu. Aban beka se me pese me kokko krakra kwan. Kro ba ko a ewo nkura be ye oha. Na aban akoyi enum. Ose me bibi the reshaping. Ni e contractors no munam. Ukoyi num out of 50, 60, 100 omo maka no mbo afu because omo de wa meye kwan. E de ebufu, e de ohaw, emunaba. Na sika aban besa so twia on sa reshaping every year. Enya de ketwa. Enti ansa na aban ka se me beye kota abo akuru bi no. Enya na asem na kokwasa so ka aban bo. Na aban yesa da na me nkopem fidi a. Ebe maintain community roads. Enti kakra be kaye kota eseye na sabanya nye kota la it is a economic activity in the local mines no it is a crash it is a will be yare ne de no kwa ya sabia wo ka madan a
akwan ne
right ne ko fa mfidie bae mfidie bae no ena me no kasai mfidie egufie 50 December
ya packing mfidie ni 50 December
wo be hwe na obi de kwa rent obi de hyehyɛ se eni se koso no. Presently, that Fidinedi on the 31st of July 2024.
Yeah.
And all now so structure be a washisha. Yedibe ye
Okana na the president na.
President Kufuor.
Yeah.
2024 na yema
pen.
Enti or the bibia de friend regional mobile service vans. Enti mere minister with the menu ko say supply and not 16 trucks. Mfidie pickup trucks, mfidie ne akadia ye the same machines no parts bia bi say obe change oil region bia kram se mienu me de menu ko hweje plant food
yeah
enti regional mobile service vans no Mampany ka say oba ba bete no dia ye adwuma ya dada
but it's already in the system why dada
obi na me so informing Mampany
I see
whoever give Mampany the brief got it wrong. Public Procurement Authority PPA on the 17th of September 2024. Akwaji approval ya set it up. Mimi free ho no mo ye ho contract. Not just say contractor no and as a supplier now they fidie ne buy no. Obe service equipment no at the regional center. Nya dia fe na any ho.
It wasn't something new and I see.
I know Mampany Kufuor so krampo dan fidie di. O kan wasem meme kan wasem DCF boss e kan wasem. So who is misleading the president?
Who is misleading the president? That is the question you're asking.
Nipa no one tonebo one misamu ye.
I see. What kasem bia ba say ya packing fidie no.
Ya packing enya adwuma. Ne no kasa yi. Commence bia drip machines go.
Akwan ne say so ba beto akwan ne say
the nje ekofa baaye no problem no wo.
What's your suspicion? Maybe na man fa kwan paso na bia mo procurement bia they want to do some investigation.
Na kan ye coordinator
Nilantevan coordinator yeah true.
The investigation investigation be deep about control crowd that year what an LC it's about na kwan ko twiaka but ye coordinator my fear is a lack of proper coordination. Yen coordinate adoni ye
with you
etoso mienu matete there are serious schemes to sack all the operators of Mugo Fidino.
You are allegedly say you are suspending operation for some sack operators.
That is credible information.
Wow.
Say office officer you media. Whatever arrangement that should not be at the expense of the service of the equipment to those communities. The communities here quite so badly. And ye de Ghana for taxpayer. Akosia wa. Na ko jim fiti diaba. Ye de ba be adwuma. Ye mani nye adwuma. Se obeyi drip workers ye dia. Enya wanwa. Obi ti adwuma be ye fie mi asanfie na fie num. Na ban ban na adwuma bodo. Enti I think there are quite a number of issues. And no Mampany address no obi anchiremu ya anchire no
and no misleading the president
because I tell you that is done. I mean it's a structure now. Zoom Lion say Jospon group will say a friend example
and J plan push
they have the pickups. I went and inspected them. Regional mobile service van who be you party ne man go bebre.
So you expect say in many yano almost 5 feet in Kogu Kwanos no
because otherwise we are defeating the purpose of this whole
this shit
and then reducing the incidence of politics in it. So what can say old chairman MMDC advance and a juma and then no assembly is idle.
Okay.
Coordinating directors no running assemblies. But there was a directive from the presidency asking say every coordinating director acts as head of the assembly and work. So they are working. The structure or the composition of the task force Omeye Jumano. You were drip coordinator at the district level. There was a rep from the military. There was a rep from the works department of the assembly. And so the chief executive will be there to have a rep, a representative sort of. Not only rep and a coordinator. It's even without the chief executive, the system can work.
I see.
There's absolutely no excuse to have this equipment packed for whatever reason.
Maame Kwesi finally nothing. Yeah, the NPP Muyi and Kasa and go from micro minority now in parliament. Omampini can be about election of MMDCs. I mean, for you, meaning say time na Omampini at the ban, not the point in the say, and you say to almost on partisan lines.
Yes.
And until you free honor. For you as a former minister for that
no, so rather na man penny kufu adon na ban. See yen to almost on
partisan lines.
And this is minority then. So there be any
partisan. It's a move for the partisanship. And this is the partisanship.
I stand to be corrected. Is it Tanzania or somewhere? One of the countries. A hope and election of MMDCs and on partisan babies. Baby,
so you still maintain that the partisan
are more important in the sense that what say public interest and enthusiasm in election over the years this level election their interest will low, patronage will low.
Assembly's elections.
And TFO says what the political parties no sponsor candidates are homogena now shaping up interest and again and so Bema hwese nipa beye oha Rebecca say yeba be gina bi election ba yeko no say why no partisan NPP NDC and say political party work crackers will be a sponsor is about close to 20.
Yeah.
But where there are no party sponsorship, you can have about 200 people.
Contesting. I see.
And then disorganize it. It's practically so can say open the partisan lines. The only way Ubetimaka be a partisan, I mean no be against be a NDC Amanyoko, Mampenyi Mahama, my shortlisting nipa be a beye miensa. Sam miensa no. But even that, you'll be curtailing people's rights and freedoms to want to contest elections. So for me, we are the partisan factor. The most important thing I'm person can say, there must be election for MMDC.
Exactly.
But baby,
partisan line, non-partisan line. Where do you still stand?
I think there should be partisan election.
It's in John Mahama, you're expecting say, or they will be signed by parliament. Bill no.
But the Beba as non-partisan election. That is the challenge that I have. But if they think that's what will save us, maybe as a first step, let's agree to make it an elective position.
Okay.
Maybe when we see the flaws with it, the narrative will change going forward. Political party sponsored, and as a party sponsor candidate,
I see. MPP because I mean these are things that are very very important at the map. MPP NBA, my party must set up a committee to investigate the but first of all, let me come to you. I mean, you almost also had issues with your elections. If I can say, but kind of we scared we were going to lose the election.
Yeah, kind of crap. So Techiman South,
yeah.
The name is how be because so we share 12 constituencies here. Maintain once by year. Techiman South Kana be winning with the biggest margin. of all of them.
Oh, okay.
So we are talking 3,200.
A little over 3,000 votes.
And before the BCC, I called Twaba, I can kind police station. Collection Kwadiana who in here. Because radio station ukura individual polling station results. Collect me kikabom day. To collect means kikabom.
Kikabom and one kikabom keke. That's all.
Oh, but that's what we are saying. What do you mean we are saying? Yeah, you do by 135. And also on videos if you are bontia. I brand to be bora. Hey, young penny, munye collation. Ubi anko da ye declare no kikani na titi person say no poto. Now in the course of the process, no. Now we are obeti na yenyu when this for be na Yanko court 2020 Techiman South later commission can say Yanko court Entimonko court 2020 they cost Techiman South and then they cost 2024 two different things.
Two different things.
2020 obi amame stop collation. And you possible say be collation. Paka bia wani nje ho. Osi o echiae. Osi menyintum simto ho. Then you go to court and challenge it. But not when ye collation na ye wiye. Na wo di tuo, wo di sikan, wo di basabasa yo say must stop what there. 2020 answer omuka say yenko court no. Na results wo. Later commission tabulate enya results. I declare we now so an injun, but not where okra time I was when yano. Now commissioning new results be or the bema who be bullying in a god. Am I and they I'm not saying this for them say because of the issue with them in 2020. No, some protecting your ballot in the start. We say now you to trust them. To trust them.
I mean, you know, I mean, a few of the individuals are issued to one another. I know so why you want
to know the election task force. You see, and again, Paka, you're maybe you're in charge of elections,
right?
Maybe you're in charge of election security. The collections and Obi you declare results every year. And our brand here, our general council, Unkugo mean no French staff for
some query.
And omni bambo focus share. Sabi, you do not have any control. But at that time, you declare a winner. So what is your interest in Okokuntoka? No. Again, for the records, NPP NDC 2020, I'm Kuntoka. Make us be overzealous, gun-wielding people. Omuye provoked to say, "Diyo no mo tujo na nipa mienu." Eshiro mo kwa. Ultimately, kroma so nipa 8 will teach man. Enya no kre. It's never happened. Nipa mienu na unfortunately, chiyoko kaum. Security forces no. Eji to so they were attacked or so whatever reason. No more to you. Maybe no more nyadring.
Okay.
And we wrote various petitions to the security hierarchy, everything to make sure there is justice. In the end, National Security Minister Ambrose Derry required their court to chimay. Eko share busiano jomufum so to mo kase o yebehwe na ya compensate. Compensation de ma Techiman South. Omo mu pray o no mhwe mo nkwa. Me say menyintum. By the court. Na ye so scanty. Adeketo abi. So be a shilling nkwa, obi edi them. Na okomano 25,000 or 20,000. No, it is wrong. Me wa na yen asam krankra ya kan sabu ma ye noma eso edim amabusia no. Sabe emfa nipa no nkwa ne mba. Ne mmom ebe yen kra hye bi amabusia no.
Bechiche na we kakra.
Nti se mampanyi Muhammad say kase obeshim no wasama competition many ho pa me foaso.
Oh, you agree because always they say investigation that so but someone saying a waste of time.
No, but all
waste of public resources.
All kinds of bema omo mpata the how do you call it, the compensation. If you look at the fact say obi ko hwele ne nkwa na court a say ye ma no 20,000 be a court no the better than him no uwe and na nipa no say den e fata but mampanyi kase bia isa that's what the be kan ho a many na ya adwene because you pray there say we did them Honestly, but
when him saying this for believe that Techiman started they won the election, which
it's not what they believe.
They believe that they won the election, and now Techiman was
2024,
2020.
Remember the Techiman? I remember election.
Because I mean that's what they believe. Because the general secretary, chairman, president,
2024,
you fed them.
2024, moving here.
And no more Shadanka.
It is not true. 2020, I won the election.
You won the election. 2024, you won the election.
Yes. I mean, 2024, National Communication Officer, Sami Jemfi, openly on TV, addressed the country authoritatively, said, we lost Techiman South. We won 10 out of 11. And it was categorical. And it was true to the facts. And also, to try some money probably in 2020, over there, so much in 2024.
Someone said, though, Sami Jemfi declared, said they've lost the Chimansa. The party is still in court with you on this matter. Hey, mama. And your 11 or 12 different constituencies. I see.
So, Oma Duajiri, Okaikwe Central, Blokuma North, Obuasi.
Dr. Patrick so as well.
Everywhere.
I see. It's back to the question I was asking you, sir. Why a former director of election at the governing NPP? Into what election as
now opposition NPP?
Hey, now opposition NPP, me that's it.
You are still in your matter.
Me has to recover here, it will take some time. Sometimes you even forget. What kind of so
recover here? That's only a year NPP.
Oh, they miss. Oh no, because in terms of recovery, they say, oh, there's a new president. I mean,
what you say? You have
Akufo-Addo has been with us for 8 years.
So
what I say? So it's not even John Mahama. Mr. President, he hasn't recovered. Say, or your president.
You haven't grown out of it.
I haven't grown out of it. That's the way.
You haven't gotten used to.
I've gotten used to. I have not gotten used to.
Okay.
Aha.
All right.
That's Matthias, it's as a former director of elections,
oh yes, I mean,
you saw it comes
to be very honest with you, I saw election not ending. I mean, anybody will be on catcher said 2024. Not ending. Personally, let me say we're in for a very difficult election.
Wow,
election better thing. And my best calculation was ABR. You have a runoff.
I see.
So along the line, the signals was good. So we could win. Then all the same, a party member decided not to turn out to vote. So when you thought it was getting better, after the fears that we can lose, because the Edwamba will be a candidate, it changes dynamics. In the last 6-7 months, you could see your worst fears before had completely improved. At that time, I could say 50-50. But to be cast a bit more not a young one. You either win or you lose. But the level of loss, say, Obi can say, and Kayashas and yes and a year now, make coming jindi that. In fact, another lesson for students of politics to try and review. It was a difficult election, yes. Dr. Baumia showed signs of winning. It was all good. But then, along the line, they were tipped again. But the overall performance, in terms of your members, I am Bontiambe, Tuaba, or shared as show signs of winning, but along the line, or DP, then a man would DP along the line. For now, one cannot be sure. Ubeti rumors will be our dioka.
Okay.
Luckily for us, part in Dominiesi about your Kubi, so when you move. Me, I mean, what I say. Yami Adama Wukiada Ebe. Next week, we'll call committee name.
Oh, committee.
Yes, they've invited me to come and share with them.
I see
my views, my thoughts. It's a very premature.
So, I mean, just share a few with us. Anything now?
No, there's
just a few with that.
The few would be hearsay, rumors. And people, pack a for every day. Yeah, Casado. We are talking too much.
Everybody's talking too much.
Yes.
What
is it a surprise we've lost? Baby, where you go, Muda? We've lost elections before. Yes, we regrouped. We reorganized. And then we bounced back. I think, sir, the time for talking, no, when we should come to terms with the reality, say, this is where we are. Obia person pay blame the money and obia your bonnet except the all can. It's only dependent on all can depend on your bonnet. That's a collective loss. One way or the other, if it's the positive, we may have contributed. If it's the negative, we may have done. Let's come to terms with the fact that we lost the election in 2024 and quickly end the noise, reorganize ourselves, and put a pursuit to 2028.
So, but I say, it's your own kasasana. Then you get the healing from it.
The
kasano, kasano, because with Daisy election, I'm on a Daisy.
Kasano, it depends whether I call the right way. You see, Kasabia yakwa about 2 years lusu. Now, a pointy figures. When a year bonnet, me the mania bonnet. When a year say, you are rather deepening the divisions. And so we share the spirit behind Kasana Ekoso. Akuma edi kasadechi. See, Kasasa yenye hodra. Can you?
Okay.
When the yemfa we inko slaughterhouse you go train it because on me lusu. When the year say that is dangerous. When you're careful, you can never recover from where you are. And whilst you are there, you'll be embroiled with divisions. Yeah. Where you see, because we can't, we be yano. We can't. At that point, it becomes noisy.
I see.
You don't need that. Me, I'm a student of elections. I'm telling you, in 2008, we fell.
Of course, you lost the elections.
In 92, we lost. This is not the first time we've lost elections. It will not be the last time. We'll bounce back, we'll go out. That's how it's going to be. The Antiasi and Ekoye say, Bibi a bin sida na to yen. Near the aye kasa ni atemdie ni name calling, pinpointing, tagging. No. It's dangerous.
No, but I mean,
don't forget. Mampenye Mahama. Mampenye bedin vienai. If you're 9, no, me make us say I can't be 2 years.
2.5 years.
Given that the last year, no, couldn't find any serious government business. Whoever is coming, any for. NDC Ankasa Bobress is saying a bit different from 2028.
That's true.
Say you position your home strategically. Yeah. Me say you're not in a year. Now you're not careful. Now you're an institution near called the year. You know me na ba yepe. Enti that early advantage because when you're in opposition, you miss it. Now they are busily governing, making mistakes from day one. And the mistakes will be say, look, to sign a letter and say, nipa bay over 25,000 workers a day. Dangerous. Dangerous. How do you way? Nipa being fine NDC da.
Well, no, I mean it's not right, but
let anybody give me the evidence.
Oh,
yeah, we are also math.
I mean, what kind?
Yes. But no.
They did it.
Where is the evidence?
Oh, there's evidence to show that MPP
says 25,000 people.
About 13,000 people.
Oh, you have verified records.
And of course.
What's the source of it?
Me police story in them because you see.
A story written by who?
Oh, they say a news for.
Oh, massa.
Your news for.
Oh, the Rebecca just walk with you. You know, say news. No, we need more. Rebecca just walk with you. Banchi. No, we need more. After news there, I want to have verified records, evidence, and people.
No, because there were letters to that effect. There were letters to that effect.
No,
Ivan, we'll call Ghana Weber, and this is 23rd of May, 2017. I just Googled it for you.
Okay.
Now the heading say, Akufo-Addo sacks 13,000 public sector workers.
What is the source of that information?
That's the heading.
So what is the source of the information?
Well, but of course, I mean Ghana Web and no, unless you want to say the Ghana Web and Canada.
No, I want the source of the article.
The source of the article.
Ghana Web don't know opposed to the article. I don't want
Socially, alhajinewspaper.com.
Then
alhajinewspaper.com. Employees of Maslow, Nadmo, yes, Snip, Viari, Gridco, Viari, Gapuha, Tor, Ghana Gas Company. Even before you come in, the senior colleague Samson Ladia had cause to represent. It would have waiting to change.
But the same when
Samson Lad had cause.
I don't have that information.
No, I'm giving you the fact. Or your lawyer had cause to represent. Yes, to represent our court on this very particular matter. It would have Ghana been to change. I'm not aware of that information. You're not aware of that information.
But to even put you more well, let's even grant that we are not correct.
Right.
And the figure was not 13,000. It was rather even 50,000.
Right.
My brother, we are in a resetting agenda. We are in a resetting Ghana mode. What was wrong in 2016, which you have campaigned against, and 2024 you're talking about some powers of reset here. How can you go back to that?
I see.
Are we not improving our democracy?
But you have right to sack people. No need right to sack you.
In a resetting agenda?
But that's the point I'm making.
When you say that you are clearing what is bad and bring good, then you go and bring what you called bad in 2016. Is that what you want me to accept, Faka? You say that the NPP is demonic. We are that bad. We did ABC that was wrong. So vote for me to do away with that. Right. Have you seen a video where President Mahama said, on your bar when you'll be ready? Have you seen the video?
Of course.
Juxtapose that with this. You do the juxtapose. So for me, even if the NPP, per the records you have given me, were right, and the longest will be far bigger, I'm saying, with the principle of resetting Ghana, you cannot revisit that back.
So the fact that you didn't, that doesn't give him the right.
No.
So I
mean, what can the right be? Then it defeats your own resetting mantra. Your mantra is that we are resetting Ghana, we are making Ghana better than the NPP did. We are the new saviors of this country.
Right.
You said that we are coming to rescue Ghana, and you are rescuing Ghana from the wrongs of yesterday.
Exactly.
You cannot come and repeat those wrongs today. Otherwise, you defeat your own so-called resetting mantra.
I see. It's taking a step back, to the fact that NDC for your mistakes. What can be, it's as a more strategic position for 2028. Let me beside this question, sir. If you know, say, Asimisi or Benting was a cause of the problem, you have to deal with it. Then we say, in fact, there's a research balance.
You cannot.
No, but you see, there's a research balance here. Professor James or Chad Oil, Kwame University of Science and Technology, making the point that your running mates, Dr. Matthew Boku Pempe, former MP, Menchia South constituency, I don't know, friend Napo. Napo's choice as a running mate negatively impacted on your campaign. Would you want to say?
Well, in fairness, I cannot determine here what went into Nipano that assessment.
Why no research? Research no why.
Okay, so I'm not privy to the variables that we used to hear. The nature of research. The practices are observable or they come to that conclusion. But let's be careful, Baka. And the research will be IAB. But as I speak to you, there are various levels of research that is going on.
Right.
If that said about Honorable Napo is so, I expect that party should be able to establish that. Because the mandate is boy from the high in the ma in Kugono by, and such an important matters as this, they cannot overlook it. So, I want to be guided. Because for all you know, because me man can say, and the social media money my own.
But in fact, me I can quote more except of the report. Of course, or say.
I'm sure the NPP's one may confirm or deny that.
Or say, may confirm or deny that. If you don't believe in academic work in a professor, this is pure academic work. Pure academic
I'm saying research there, a lot of things goes into research.
Right.
So meaning what he did, then I can come to terms. In fact, to be in fairness to you, I've never
because see, the study revealed that 85.45% of respondents are aware of Dr. Prempe's candidacy. That is Napoda Yekian Wasemi.
Of Ghanaians or the
respondents. Okay. Respondent. Now, however, opinions on his influence are divided. with 47.29% believing he negatively impacted the campaign, and 32.24% viewing him positively. 47 say negatively impacted the campaign. 32 say Obon Homadi. Satisfaction with Dr. Prempeh's performance is largely negative, with 36.31% very unsatisfied. In contrast, Dr. Yawose Duchum is preferred by 53.14% of respondents as the ideal running mate, and is seen as having the most positive impact by 58. It's not going to be Duchum than Napo.
On one Casanano, the research finding a bit. So he says 47 people said they don't like him.
Yeah.
And then how many people?
I say 47 say or impacting negatively on the campaign, and 32% say or your positive viewing positive.
Too much, sir.
But still, I thought about 10% difference.
But I
over 10% difference. It's not 15% difference.
It is. I get you that.
Yes.
But the way I would put it emphatically, I was expecting a very
wide, huge margin.
But again, plus or minus, we'll see. Maybe the reporter that coming.
But again, 53% Kasenka move for Duchum and. So you made a wrong choice. Yes, you made a wrong running choice.
And that those people say thank you for Duchum.
I am some say for you. Responding to them.
But why must it be a Duchum in Napo? Why?
I don't know. You tell me.
No, I'm wondering. I don't know why did you go and mention a Duchum and not anybody else?
Instead of the NIB report. And they compare Duchum and Napo. So running is just say Fiashanti.
So maybe that's
so because the NIB report in the bar say Napo ne Duchum. Why they say NIB report in the car say Napo. If you remember,
I remember
just before the election. Exactly.
But was it authentic?
Well, it wasn't authentic.
I mean, I saw that reportage because it does not lie with NIB to do that report. It was a purely political activity. How could the NIB have gotten involved? In any case, NIB didn't deny.
Exactly.
But the fact that they didn't confirm is also to be looked at. I sit here still with a lot of doubt if they did that. Because that would have been clearly out of their mandate.
Really?
What?
But theoretically, they do election research.
For the public?
Not for the public. Only
when there was the public.
But
they didn't own up to it. If they did, the conversation would have been different. Me, I take it as 50-50, ABI or because they went to very sensitive. And you're not careful to say, no, been a year to there. You know, these things happen. When you are about to do these things, the interest grows high, so it can be anything. But, Paka, I tell you, the work that is being done, we expect to establish most of these things.
We are sure about that.
Oh, yes, I think that they are doing a thorough job. Maybe we could do many more. 100 year, off record, but cancel. Cancel. I mean, as far back as I know, but I don't know, I'm guided, say, it is for the benefit of the committee, no more yet.
But Ghana for Mao, your supporters, they are expected to become big because they know you.
But Ghana for they are not doing research. Are they doing research? Has anybody commissioned Ghana for to do research? No. It is the NPP research finding or fact finding committee. It they need information now than anything. When they have it, no monarch has to be a yes, so that's where it becomes useful. And at the Mekawahano, where to situate it within the context. One guided time now, you even get it wrong. You even have the fact.
So you don't believe that Napo impacted negatively on your campaign? You don't believe it?
Oh, I can share a view
with you.
But that view, again, is a bit premature.
You said the view. You just say premature and say premature.
I'm coming. Say, me economy a revered body like the National Fact-Finding Research, Kushia Wukiada, as a senior member of the party, how do you sit here and then start talking? No, you prejudice your appearance.
I see.
Because then obviously when they can make views about that. That's the challenge that I have. Otherwise, I'm a outspoken person.
You're very outspoken.
But for me not to jeopardize the American canon and give a prejudiced outcome, what's the relevance? Then it becomes challenge. But I tell you, if you like book another session with me the day after, and I tell you, once I've served justice to them, we can do a dispassionate analysis.
Because I'm sure you heard about Ashanti Ujin Kokoso so where won't to me exactly.
Is it won't to me doing it?
Yeah, no, won't to me.
So they have done something.
So they have done something.
I know there's something by the parliamentary group as well.
Oh, parliamentary group?
Yeah, there's the
minority in parliament?
Yes.
My commission, some research.
There's some effort to also find out. But it's good. You see, Minia. So when you're from different angles, then you see, say, the common areas will feature. So it helps you, it gives you the benefit of comparing various views and opinions. Now for me, good decision. So for me, when you're even as much as 10 cry, of course.
No, you don't believe in the National Fact Finding Committee.
You do.
Most of to me, I whitewash you be and I say, that is what you are trying to do, say.
Oh, not necessarily. I mean, to be honest with you, one group of researchers can be doing a subject and they can overlook one or two issues. Research, as you go, the set questions are there, there could even be other angles that will be introduced in. So you always cannot have the fullest of all the perspectives until you get onto the field. And you are likely to overlook or omit some things. It gives you all the perspectives. As for these ones, you're dealing with hadada.
But one like Professor Michael Quinn and Daddy, I know.
Oh, yes, but
very incredible people.
Very credible.
But if you are questioning their work, that's what you are seeking to do. You are questioning the work of Professor Michael Quinn.
Not at all. Not at all. Don't also forget, sir. If you don't start here, and something okay, committee no more than a commission. Party didn't can say, hey, must stop. But of course, at all times, they were officially their partners sanction any of the year.
Right.
So that's the okay one. But it will be difficult for the party to stop all other interest groups and say, you can't do anything. And their own pan the bar say, we are not submitting be my party officially. Then the party can seek to interrogate at the end of their ban and see what is right, what is wrong, where it's passing. But you can't stop anybody.
It's parliament.
I say,
no, say come minority as a caucus. No, I'm not talking about you as a person, but minority as a caucus. No, as against a Makokwedi, a banner say a boy bra, a more than
we are there. Opening the meeting point. It can be different, but the principle will always be established.
The principle will always be established.
You will see where you see the things may be different, but same perspective. So you always depending on your own perspective, what you're after. Your cancer research, right. So if you bring 10 different works flowing from their perspective, they can tell you how relevant or irrelevant the others are relative to the unknown panel. So it does not really change anything. It guides you to even authenticate or validate the wayano and otherwise.
So far, Abanina points to Nanado say leadership style was a problem. You have worked closely with him.
You see, the challenges, they are bad. Paka, if you're not careful, how do you even validate or authenticate the Aban? All you know is...
No, but we are Ghana. I mean, only Ghana for the...
I'm saying Kufado.
Say Kufado, the leadership style was a problem.
How?
We
Oh, was a Kufado a candidate? Was he a candidate in the election?
No, but he was the one leading
but the
president.
It's not a fair comment. Not fair in the sense that but we are also treated fairly. Because Akufo-Addo was not a candidate. Akufo-Addo was going. But we are not near better. How do you go and punish Akufo-Addo because of punish Bawumia because of Akufo-Addo? So Bawumia is listening. These things you want to hear it on the candidate. Oh, candidate not to say. Na sa ankobasa na ekoye obi ono no nimponyi tie down obi ono no oko if Akufo-Addo, if you believe that Bawumia was better than Akufo-Addo or would be better than Akufo-Addo, why throw Bawumia away?
They believe that Bawumia will walk in the same footsteps of Akufo-Addo. That's a perception.
But is that fair? Is that true?
No, I mean I don't know him. I mean, you should tell us.
Akufo-Addo was not a bad president.
Akufo-Addo was not a bad person.
Akufo-Addo was not a bad person.
For the first time in the history of this country.
Why would anybody say Akufo-Addo is a bad president?
MPs come boom. Say on sacking the finance minister, the man did it. He didn't back.
Do you know what Setepe went through?
He didn't back.
Look, again, let's have the records.
No, but even Setepe, the MPs did not gang up against him.
They did. NDC senior members of the NDC who stood and said, we cannot have this finance minister lead So he should go.
Omanya press conference.
Oh, they did.
They did a press conference?
I can prove. Radio conversations, personally, on a Peace FM. It's not fair to bandy people's names around. I remember at the time, it was bastardized, it was called names, all kinds of things. He knows it. There's been several times that every finance minister is unpopular. Especially when the economy is biting, But fast forward, President Akufo-Addo, when Nipa, Paka, who demand Paninare, who seem to Nipa Behumaka. You are the eye of everybody. It will need, it's normal say you'll be there, you'll be there. But I don't think it will be fair to single out Akufo-Addo and say, you as an objective person will also agree, say, we'll be going to the extreme. We'll be going to the extreme. So me feel say, abotre. Me na kana beka say, ye kasa dodo. We need to take time. Look, MPP lose power 2008. Right. I feel like it's a playback.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Attempt, accusations, banana easy. You see, in Google, it is a banana panya or Wabutra. Bonya, obey nema bere. Mampanyuku for ne helino. But back in the day, they say Onyamoto. So you think Akufo-Addo enter the chairman of the he will be vindicated. Akufo-Addo will be vindicated. Oh, Akufo-Addo's look. Pamen Kanchiro. Akufo-Addo. What the bonnet bear pa tell me. When they may be an enemy in Yadrin, oh, we go back to my papa, but how do we hang him? Said then. But what makes you think Akufo-Addo will be vindicated? Oh, with time. For example, we share policies of the buy. Sebi, on my mo, Adeba Kwa, a ham bunupai, a jumasem. Right. Not buying born homoding, a being yuma, and my quenyama mebuno. He couldn't do everything. Right. And then, you know what I say? We are on a tangent to displace a mebuno. Okay? Obi biara and now we are affected. Okay, Akufo-Addo, obisu. Oh, sir. Yes. I'm telling you. Okay, Akufo-Addo, obisu. So nya kwanya we Akufo-Addo mamwase. Only na busu nyina. Paka, you have no idea. When you are the star of the family. The family's prayers and cries were all on you. So ubenya ejuma, ubenya baby ejina, no be hwefi. Meme kura techimai. Uko awopata. So uko bomini. Ana uko bian show. Any village, nasa brante bitimi meji free ho, enye ejuma enkrai. Kumasi, Sunyai, Techimai, obeye, odifs, aduane befi at breadwinner. Washa simple. Because nipa no twaba ma NDC. Na ene sa na this year no aba we apam. Masa enya de ketwa. I see. Unemployment, the effect on you and your family, enya de ketwa. It will be beyond no way affected. Beyond no, or several dependents, several family, they may never forgive the NDC on this. Yeah. And it's dangerous. It's an emotive thing. Yeah. If I were the one making the decision, I would be careful. Found the gume. What you have any powers for gume? For gume na cover. Yeah, cover. Why? Omi Ghana for. Yeah, can say Obi Afriko Smokaya. Of course, Omi Ghana for. So what can say what cut it down ministers? No problem. And now my pennies will cut it down. Start from presidential staffers. No problem. But ultimately, if I want to block you, and you're gonna for. That's the point. Ghana for. And I can't imagine Nigeria need to go near Missy Boy. But what they obey me cut it as high as you want, accepted. But the end result, the fact is that Ghana need be a near Juma because we decided to cut down. That one you can't take it away. I see. You can never take it away. Whether they are ministers, whether they are staffers, whether they are what, also person cut it down. Fine, the principle established. But at the end of the day, typically, forget about political persuasion. So the people NDC, Ghana need be a Nyejuma. It cannot be a foreigner. It's a Ghanaian. But now you are talking about Akufo-Addo's sins, you know. His sins. Right, I mean, he said, let's be careful not to judge people. No, say Akufo-Addo Bonnie Ben Panaway. No, it's a mechanic Bonnie and Ghana for Akufo-Addo Wayachero. Can be chairman. What's why they? Or other chiefs around, or other chiefs around. Or Bakumasi, Kache Kwabri is for say.
These are some of the things Ghana for.
In some of the instances, he's being dealt with out of context.
Out of context.
Sir, Mampani in an isolated case. Be a memity a menene nyadwen. Sir, be catch
local government minister.
Yes, so be catch on him say ebia for whatever reason. But say a simple fine. No, that's not make say simple na obia. But do be catch him for so. So she campaigner ni propaganda cause I say onamudu kro bia so a. Maybe sometimes bibi timi Kenya. Why bibi? You crowd no from hindsight. Oh well, say nipa beka wan sem say a me yin say a na nke ya na manya na nke ye. Masa ye nipa o.
Na you were the minister at the time. When did you come?
Obia on na so.
We were minister at the time. When did you come?
Manya opportunity na you come.
When you opportunity now president in
But let us not make it say onam na order man for na okay.
So he wasn't ordering things around.
No. How many instances is that okay? But how many instances? I don't think there's even more than one or so.
Yeah, I think about twice or so.
No, there was an instance where.
No, if I was twice, where.
Once. The second one was. I'm saying Independence Parade.
No, program be.
The national
anthem neighbor. Exactly.
I wouldn't say your flag. Sorry, no. So he directed and said, look, why would your anthem not be penalty? Maybe the way he went about it.
So the original minister at the time.
Or that would draw attention.
I'm saying video for here was him. Harry Coty. I mean, John, no, done ocean reaction.
Yeah, our Latino. I don't know a lawyer. Who wouldn't make Kufado? Beginning, no. Now I found Ujatana, the early day of Kufado. Vibrant, very active. Ujana courtroom no Kasawa Agiwa. Most young people, me say, I fell in love with law because of Kufado. Ojano Kasa, the gestures. But Kufado no Kasa. Or you'll be a open debate.
Okay.
Now Kufado always wants you to convince him why yours is better.
Oh, okay.
But he always puts his case forcefully across. And the one Kufado say, "Oh no, engage here. You wither." But no. He just wants to tell me why you think yours is right. And that has been a Kufado. Me say Ghana nipa bi o ha. Well, no one tell us here. But a Kufado, no, far from that. Obeb cannot say strongly, forcefully. He only wants to hear you. Then a Kufado be who cannot say, or also say, you make a point. He will defer to you. Well, okay, I agree with you. And then he goes his way. That's a Kufado. Ujatana. Yes, he was a leader.
I see.
Oboshi. Yes. That's how affectionately those of us who took active part in the making of President Akufo-Addo.
Yeah.
That is how we
Well, you said that you work closely with him.
Yes. Akufo-Addo will be our compassion, our tima. Akufo-Addo cannot stand when people's rights are being trampled upon. I mean, these attributes are known to the Ghanaian. Akufo-Addo naturally will be a peri. And that's one thing I like about him. Say, Ubibe Kawashe, Ubibu Kosia, he will not sleep over it. It happens that sometimes in life, Nipa and Tinasia, Ebisu, towards the end of his presidency, Okasa will taste and Okan. Well, one or two issues may have given rise to those things. I don't think that is the character of Akufo-Addo.
That's not the character of Akufo-Addo.
No.
Into when you're arrogant, when you're rude.
No, we are talking the Akufo-Addo Ghana for man on occasions to lead this country. Occasions. The occasions are, I may add 2000 a year because he didn't lose and he didn't get declared a winner 2012.
2012 now, okay.
Yes. So more than twice, Ghana phone and Mojin Sumano. Subaya fancy. If Sanani Subaya somehow within that period, I think there is miscommunication. Be a Nipa and Tiasia, be a he overdid something on an occasion. And I not created that picture will be a first day castle one day. But I tell you, Akufo-Addo is a different person. In any case, Master, 80-year-old man. So you are regarded. To what extent?
80-year-old man. 80-year-old man.
What about boy then? Only because that Akufo-Addo is arrogant. Master, 80 years old arrogance again.
Georgia arrogant.
And I'm a so you'll be a sabi
for Bosch.
One who na tiasi, who nimuna, Obefu say, but a good for be a lawyer trained. Sabi, or the debate, you know, you did. I shall say. So that all put together, his persona, one thing I see, Obefu Sibia, Otisita, but it's not like that.
It's not like that. No. I see. Now, talking about arrogance, and now you're minister. There were, I mean, again, the Ghana phone. One of the reasons I want to have an amamu is a number of ministers to be arrogant.
Well, not ministers, maybe appointees.
Appointees. Okay.
I mean, I had cause to worry about a binum near.
Why no wine?
Oh,
so I mean, you call it spade. Why no wine?
The challenges. So we need to meet. It doesn't take your ministers alone per se to bring you down.
Okay.
The president is appointing over 5,000 people.
CEOs, deputy CEOs.
But Jumaya Moyano impacting on almost everybody. So when you're careful, a board member appointed by Akufo-Addo, Nene can drive away by 50 votes. Or no bad encounter. No could you share. Aqua way. And our party will munipa. And not to work. Share. There are people who are Unyakwanya Besumye. But Kukrudu one kabida. Eshi wanjibi soda.
Really?
But Unyakwanya no. Nene will cost us votes. And on even frontline politician, like I say, just deputy. See you. Now say, Madam, me deputy minister. Also, of course, CEO be office. CEO no catches on working out.
Yeah, recent.
Me be share CEO be. Oh, who me no betcha? Me no so who betcha me. Ever since you stepped in your office 6-7 years, there was not once you picked my call.
You as a minister.
Me as minister.
CEO
as deputy minister.
CEO now pick call.
As deputy minister. No so no, and you see. It was a CEO, no beer canasem. And I had calls, complaints. And on a few occasions where party for bar me or na party need your parents say, oh, minister either say what should be and I was for phone I should be. So on this occasion, almost about 5 times, different occasions, none was answered. So when I got to one down to you think that you appointed yourself, people should work for you to be appointee, and then you behave this way. So I wanted to take his conduct as high as it could be.
I see.
But he had to come to my house to apologize. Not look, I'm not after you. But I'm telling you, people created the power that you are benefiting from.
Yeah.
So calm down. They say on 5 occasions, and the fourth or fifth time crying say because say party for you don't mean the headquarters no more page akwanya me wa hwa mama boni pakọ
e say boni pakọ you dey who pakọ because if see you now party for who say they asimesi one work course
because some cause honorable say kwande ye kwa won fie o
they see you ben
you friend no cry na so how wow kona na kwa cancel na say won ko bisa niska won ko bisa na hwe so I pick the phone
it's ministry na wasi ministry
no under education yes no under education. There are quite a number of them. One brother, one kakukudida. But maybe there. I mean, if you dare cross me in that, me fancho.
I see.
It me any time that I walked around. Unya kwenya de o kache ni pa na say, "Yehwe bibi yo, na me ye nin kaso. Yehwe bibi yo." And they say fufi antuata.
So some of your people were very arrogant.
Some of us we worked not everywhere. This across this divide. I shall say. Now I'm try bibi to Facebook. Say the excessive reliance on power by appointees in this government is what will send them out very early. I said it. There's a certain penchant to show power.
I see.
That's what I see with the NDC. We'll show you where power lies.
You show where people power lies.
Politicians don't learn. Where the NPP fell is where the NDC will fall.
Oh, really?
That's what it is.
That's what you see.
No,
it's very profound.
Has it not been a cycle where the NPP fell is where the NDC is going to fall. Because politicians don't learn. It's a cycle. When people want to be arrogant, they are arrogant. When people want to be insensitive, they are insensitive. When people want to just be belligerent, come on lord it over people, they'll go all out. But when you have the power, I think there's something that you miss in controlling the force. Because if you have done 5,000 appointments, how are you able to check Ubia personal, and then it lets you down?
All right.
Most people who are not getting power today, as I saw Democrat, more. With the man 2 million already. Man is 2 million cannons already. Personally for the NPP, I don't do me any Konya Bima. It's an opportunity to now work. Pack my main control. Party for no more green. Ononya minister who did not pay biedi. Enya wo MP no pay biedi. Enya wo chief executive anasa wa appointee. Ono ne dia me say waso anopa. Ono boys. At the parliament o say o local setting. Or frɛ
Rajo fans keke.
Me no tie me phone ya ring sa.
Oh yes, I ring it.
Me we are metro frɛ back. We are there won to me. But start no utimi frɛ nipa no back. Hey, minister sign frɛ me o. That alone is enough for them. People, if you are not careful, until must say at some point. A brave beer who was so share why busy or yet, Mama. Saban and now fro. What was what they tell you how to so? Go through manner. One only how. Udopa, Mamma is come manage. But sometimes you must find a way to blend the two.
I see.
You can come under pressure. And once under pressure, Nipa obey with him. But mind yourself, check, say, hey, if you are not careful, you give yourself away. Maybe to cut it all, in our next life as a government, we have to find a way to live with people. That is what every politician has to do. You must find a way to live with people. Once you master that, you're okay.
Yeah, okay.
But if you don't, no problem.
That's just a downfall. That's a very profound one. And for those of you who know Matre James Akosa, I am not surprised because me and Juma over. I mean, since 2014-15, me and Juma said, and Chena Mama, the things he says on Tankasa, but Okasa Swa, just say Abba. One way corner with finally quickly in the next 5-10 minutes. 2028, the concern is that when dropping by me, I'm for a fresh candidate. Would you too?
Paka, you see, send people here, but you focus in this search for answers. Why we lost, we'll make a big mistake.
I see.
I think that we need to isolate Baumia or whoever and deal dispassionately with the issues on the ground. That is one biggest point.
Baumia bear the flag.
Baumia
was one bear the flag.
What am I looking at? So how can I party for 2.1 million? What was the reason? They didn't like Baumia? Is that the case? Were they angry at Akufo-Addo? Is that the case? Were they looking for something they didn't get? There are a number of reasons you need to check. It was as if the NPP members across the country, as somebody was meeting was soon. No, because hey, I didn't ask you, Mama can montra, I don't know what happened. But we need to dig down our standing structures as a party. A boy and a boy. Meme tiwe. My pattern to be a party member. Onko bisa party no sikanda. Ono de NPP. Benye bi ama no nya bi ma no ba bi oja no eden.
Yeah.
But now no tese party na ko chepa ka de. Hey sir. Eti momo de mapaka. Na me or any naturally then they record. How is our structure serving us as a party? There are a lot of symptoms. For me, this movement is fixing the party. But you can't fix the party until you understand what went wrong. Say, near the Bawumia, Kennedy, Parker, James Akosa Befra, was it? No.
because already some of your colleagues say you're from Maame Afia because you're not quite that you're fan of God. Would you two man I want to say fan?
Maame is a fantastic person.
Right.
Good leader. Maame over campaigned. When you campaign broso me, so na me expect or your broso. Na Maame anyo bi o show trimode. Don't blow some
punches kakra.
Akufo do onye can describe no. Ono ogidi.
Wajibebre.
How much more obi anoye can. But I don't know the share what it
right. Well, Medasi. For this morning, my guest has been here, the Techiman South Member of Parliament and a former minister for local government. But before we call come away, Munafi and the Ghana for the MP before and Kasa briefly for a minute or two.
Well, Ghana for being NPP for me mamunyina aha. And then nkoma mbetwetwe yi me de meka nyina ne se yemfa odo kroye ne akoma ba ko na yenhwe se didi ani ma ye ko bia no nyame bedi kan o man chichire de anye benkuma nifa ye Ghana ha anye NPP a NDC ene NPP ya da form ye se ye be pija ye ho na ya sorry de ye gina yi ana be ye gina yi nyese bi nto yeda bi ato yeda yakobim da ne yahwease ne akane se yebehwe na montuo ne na ntie yi ne asan agina ye na so ne akoye nim titro NPP4 ye akasa dodo me feel say e wo se yetie ho ase se ye po ye di kugo emom eno nche se ye we aba yebetumi asa agina me meti ha yi me gidi nyina kire me se 2028 oso besan abafi oso besan agina ne naso na say ahwe na de wati mi wakam we ayi say bia ye bode je say wa nko awo kasa we he na ya sanse ade enti ma odon ninkan na ye fan kabomu enya adwuma ya me kan ho a kakra e bedu ba bia pese ye ko da mo nyina
Bravo, yes, that's it. Wakabro ne kama mo feeling. There was a for me ding at the Kwesi Parker Wilson ha. Na de na dwuma die no. Have a good morning.